Welcome to Rotten Flesh Radio, episode 8 for Monday, August 9th, 2021.
Are we really on episode 8?
Yeah, dude. Does it feel like it should be more or less?
Part of me feels like it feels like more.
Because it was so long ago when we had that first conversation.
What was it, March?
But time was really severely affected by the pandemic and the derecho and everything that we've been through in the past year. The year didn't feel like a year. It felt like the fastest, slowest year ever. It was just torqued.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
I swear, was it March? Was it really March? That was when we started?
When we recorded our first episode, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Time flies.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what else is wow?
Huh.
Our friends at Midnight Syndicate for giving us that theme music. But also this month, Ed and Gavin are releasing a mini album entitled Bloodlines, which will be available on August 20th in all the usual places. I want to buy it just for the name. Bloodlines.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, it does.
Bloodlines.
But everything from Midnight Syndicate sounds cool. The titles and the music.
I'll be honest, I actually found myself listening to it at work.
Really?
Does it kind of bring you down? Like, refocuses you?
Sometimes. Other times it just it becomes kind of just an ambiance.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, the next song comes on, and then I'm like, oh, I was listening to Midnight Syndicate.
I was in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a really good time.
Cool.
Nice.
So I also want to send one shout out that is long overdue. When we needed t-shirts, that you don't have yours yet, do you?
No, Michaela still has my t-shirt.
Michaela has a t-shirt and she's not on the show, and mine, I wore it yesterday and it's in the laundry.
Yeah?
So
And I don't have one.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
you should get Michaela's. Like, it passed the torch, passed the horn, passed the t-shirt.
That's a lot to ask from her.
She's busy.
She's busy.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And congrats, Michaela. Michaela got herself a new job.
Yeah.
She starts today as you're listening to the show.
Yeah, well,
I'm proud of her.
She a bank lady.
Yeah, she is. Real adult.
She a bank lady.
A bank lady.
Well,
I want to be a real adult. Does that mean I have to work at a bank?
No.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Anyway, so I reached out a long time ago to a local skate shop that also happens to have a screen printer, t-shirt screen printer. Lindsay at Edgeskate is amazing. And they're in the Nubo district here in Cedar Rapids. If you don't know what it is, it's hard to explain. Just look it up.
New Bohemia is what it is.
Yes.
It's just short for... Oh, Lord.
Hello?
The new kitten is up to no good.
Yes, Dan got a new kitten and is making a ruckus. But it's short for New Bohemia.
And Bohemians are another name for Czech people, and Cedar Rapids, Iowa is full of Czech people. It's a heritage thing, and so there's this district in town called New Bohemia. Short is Nubo, yep. And so Edgeskate, they have their skate shop down there, and Lindsay prints t-shirts, and they are online at edgeskatecr.com. And they're just now getting into mail orders, so
Okay.
give them a little time, but there's some cool stuff out there. If you're a skater, it's right up your alley.
Longboards, skateboards, you name it.
Yep. And
They're into
pros.
it.
They know what they're talking about. So here we are, and two of us are 2 weeks older than we were before. You feeling any older, Topher?
Yes.
Really? Today, kind of.
We're not gonna get into it. Today was.
You already ranted earlier.
It was a show. It was an absolute show today. So, but we're moving forward.
On a moving forward, more positive note, Anya.
Yeah?
You came back!
Did I? I'm back.
I'm drinking to that. I was worried that we might have lost Anya for who knows what reason.
I'm empty.
Dude,
I just got
well,
one.
yeah, but that was your shit show day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I need to get more of that, though. It'll be fine.
And, of course, here I am, Dan, Topher, Anya came back!
I came back.
Round two.
Round two.
Ding,
You know what?
ding.
We're going to start with Anya. So, Anya, what horrific things have you done since we last met?
Oh
what
my
what
gosh.
horrific things have happened?
Have happened. Not to me. Okay. So.
But you know our definition of horrific is not necessarily like, did you get chased by a man wielding a knife?
No.
It could
No.
involve things like Cordy watched Midsommar. Well, but
Yeah.
that is a horrific thing to happen to someone, isn't it?
Sure.
And it was
I
to
mean-
her. She
Yeah.
has no reaction to it. I wanted
Did
her to
she-
talk about it on the show, and she's like, I
like
wouldn't
it?
even know what to say. She didn't like it.
That's good.
Oh.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I'm too scared because you guys keep on. You're like, no, I will never see it again.
So what horrific things,
Um,
not including Midsommar?
so I'll start off saying my dad is the most stubborn person I know, and I know he's probably watching. So.
Shots fired.
And on Friday morning, 10 in the morning, he sends me a text, and it's a picture of our giant TV out at Dragon's Lair.
What is
Just-
it? Like 84?
Yeah, so I'm like, it's huge.
Wait, 84 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The big TV.
and it's completely wrecked. And he goes, well, this is how my morning's going. I thought he got mad and just smashed it.
Was he playing Wii tennis?
No, even worse.
Nobody plays Wii
He
tennis anymore.
is a stubborn, independent man, and
Independent man.
he was up on a 16-foot ladder and just fell. And he luckily hit his knee and not his head on that giant TV, and just straight down, just. And I was so scared. I called him up. I'm like, hey, do you want me to pick you up, like bring you to the hospital? And he's stubborn. He's like, no, I don't have insurance. I'm like, that doesn't matter right now. Do you need me to pick you up? No, I'm fine. Can you walk? No.
Was the TV insured at least?
No.
No.
Oh, I was hoping that you would say something like, sure, the TV was insured. My dad wasn't, but the TV
The
certainly
TV
was. The priorities in life,
No.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
No, I don't.
But-
I don't think anything was insured.
But he's fine now. He's up and this guy. He was up and moving and working that same night. 5 o'clock rolled around and he was working.
So nothing's broken, nothing.
No, just very sore.
Okay, good.
Plenty of bruises, probably.
Yeah, you saw him.
Yeah, I did see him. I saw him on Sunday. And yeah, he was definitely complaining a
Yeah.
lot. He's just like, the old man groans,
Yeah.
like getting out of a chair.
I told him that he's never allowed up on a ladder unless someone is there.
When I found that out, I was just like, no, you don't get to do anything
You're done.
unless there is someone with you.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
And then he tried being like, well, I built this maze out here all by myself. And I'm like, I don't care. You were younger back then. You got old.
That was 4
That was
years
4
ago.
years ago. You're older now.
Oh, no. Yeah, so are we.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, we won't. We had a hell of a party on Saturday, though.
It was fun though. It was a
Yeah,
lot of
it was
fun.
real chill. You missed out.
Yeah, I was working.
That's okay.
Oh,
It's okay. We talked a lot about the haunt.
yeah, shop talk. But when it
Yeah.
comes to haunt talk, it's not like shop talk.
No.
It's not like talking business. It's more like,
It's like fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we looking forward to? What are the plans? What are we bringing this next year? Behind the scenes stuff
Yep.
that really only actors or the personnel that are involved really know and understand.
And that was the core of the group we were people in the know,
Oh yeah.
not just random folk that may be haunting for 1 or 2 nights out of the season.
Oh yeah.
Which
Yeah.
they're, of course, important, just like
Yeah.
everybody else. But when you're with other core members, decision makers, and people that make things happen, that conversation is skewed quite differently.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So besides us partying on Saturday night, Topher, what horrific thing today, notwithstanding, what horrific things happened to you
things have
since the last
happened
time
to
we
you.
spoke?
A lot.
Done any haunted things?
I haven't done any haunted things, but I'll say this: I've done 2 crazy things. Well, one crazy thing, one movie that I watched that I did enjoy.
You told me.
But and when I get to it, I promise I'm not
Wait,
going to
you
spoil
enjoyed it?
anything. Yes, I did enjoy
You
it.
told me it sucked.
No, I
Yeah,
said
we
the
haven't-
ending sucked.
We haven't
And
seen
I
it,
was
so
pissed about the ending.
Go
okay?
ahead and-
You know what? We're just gonna get right into that one then.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, I watched Spiral on Amazon Prime, and
it's on Prime.
it's on Prime.
Oh, dude.
You can rent it
Rock and roll.
for $4.
Oh, it's a rental. It's
yeah,
not
it's a
free with
rental.
Prime.
Yeah,
Whereas
sorry.
Midsommar is free with Prime, and there's a reason it's free with
Free.
Prime.
Yeah. But
This movie.
but it was. I enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy it.
Is it a continuation,
It is.
or is it a reboot, or is it a?
I would consider it
Totally
a
on its own thing?
A reboot, but on its own.
But do they refer to?
Yes, they refer to the other. They refer to the other ones because obviously,
So like
long
a
story
revival
short,
in a way.
yeah.
Okay.
If you go back to Jigsaw, right? There
Yeah.
was obviously. All right, well here goes. Spoiler alert.
For what? For Jigsaw?
That's been
pretty
out
much.
for a while.
It's been out for a while, but
if you haven't seen it, like,
Then they probably don't watch our show.
no.
exactly.
But if you haven't seen Jigsaw, obviously everyone knows John Kramer's dead
Yep.
and has been dead for a while.
But his
So
legacy
then
has.
his legacy has been continued.
Okay.
So now they have been having all of these copycat killers and copycat Jigsaws and this is just kind of another continuation of said copycats. Chris Rock is in it. I will say this. It's hard to see him as a serious actor.
True.
Because when you think of Chris Rock, you think of comedies.
Yeah.
Right? You don't really see him as a serious character.
You
And
hear him
he
yelling
is-
in your head. You don't see him speaking like we're speaking to
Yeah.
each other now.
Yeah.
It's like Kevin Hart.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. So throughout the movie, he has some of these parts where you can tell, where he's really trying to be serious, but because at least for myself, I've seen so many movies of him being the comedic, and the
Chris Rock shtick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it was really hard for me to get into that mindset of, okay, he is the serious detective. He is on the case for the copycat. And then it's going about him trying to figure it out. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but the ending,
I heard about it at work.
I am pissed at the ending.
Oh no, I hate
It's
it when I'm mad
such
about endings.
it
Yeah.
was such a twist. I sat there with my jaw on the floor because of the ending.
But like in a good way, bad way,
It left me upset.
so bad.
Like I wouldn't even say it was really
disturbed,
bad.
or
It
the
wasn't even
situation was something you
Just
disagreed
shocked.
with, or
I disagreed with the ending is what
Okay.
it really was.
and hence it's that sort of angry, not
Yeah, like I'm
you cliffhangered me. Oh.
No.
Okay.
They do really well at closing the movie, but at the same time, they left it open.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just as they've done with Jigsaw
Yep.
and many of the other movies. but obviously that's going to be a whole nother conversation down the road, because I have Billy tattooed. If you can't tell, I love the Saw films.
Wow.
But yeah, it left my jaw on the floor, and I was frustrated with the ending. Would I watch it again? Absolutely. Just to try to better understand it. I think definitely towards about the 3/4 mark of the movie, you start to get used to Chris Rock being the...
Not Chris Rock.
Yeah, not being Chris Rock, more of the serious detective and moving forward with it. But
I believe he was a producer on that too.
He was.
Like, he was one. He's a big fan, so he was like, "I'm taking this and I'm going to do something with it." And he did.
Nice.
Yeah, I will say this though, the traps weren't as...
Ghastly.
Yeah. They weren't...
Cringy.
Memorable.
Yeah, they weren't memorable. Like,
Almost
I could tell
physically
you...
painful to you, the viewer, as well as to
I could tell you...
Yeah.
I could tell you the... I could tell you all of the traps that were in this movie, but were they spectacular? No. Was it over the top? Kinda.
So the traps were just sort of like to get the job done. They were not
Yeah.
an aesthetic or a character within themselves.
Yeah. Now,
Interesting.
obviously, if you've watched the Saw series, it's about the person, and they're taking something away because of whatever
Bad choices they've made.
Yeah, the choice that they have made, and they have to now choose. Are you going to choose the things that you have used to, are you going to choose the things that you used to lie, or are you going to choose the better route? Again, great movie. But the other horrific thing that has happened to me, I wouldn't say horrific, but it was more heroic but terrifying. A couple days...
Oh. I know where you're
2
going.
days ago? No, yesterday. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yes, yesterday.
Seems so
2 days
far
ago.
away.
Yeah. It's been a hell of a week already.
It's Wednesday.
Yes. I found, I was told by one of our salesmen at the dealership that I work for, comes around the corner, goes, "Hey, grab your tools. There are 3 kittens in an engine bay." And
Live kittens, please.
Live kittens.
Okay.
And I'm talking...
That would have been.
I'm talking
horrible.
no
Quick to
bigger
clarify
than the
that.
palm of my hand.
Oh, like
baby.
not
Like
even weaned.
10, 15 days old. And
Oh, boy.
so obviously me being a cat dad, I book it out there with my tools. I'm pulling shit apart. Finally, I pull the 3 kittens that I could see out, and I'm like, just in my gut, I gotta check again. I reached around the corner. I felt 2 more little fluff balls. Pulled 2 fluff balls out of there. Double checked everything. 5 kittens we pulled out of there. They took a 6 hour trip from Missouri here. So they spent a long time in a very hot engine bay. So as you could tell, I was very stressed. But luckily,
Ooh.
they are all safe. 5 boys. They are very healthy. They are looking very good. They're actually at a local cat shelter here in Cedar Rapids. They are naming one McGrath, one Kia, and the other 3 are up for names. But here in the next couple months, they will be up for adoption.
Nice.
So,
Wow.
but they are all nice and healthy.
Well done,
and
sir.
That was
Horrific
stressful,
superhero
but
actions.
we did it.
Good.
Other than that, that's all I got.
Wow.
Dan?
I got
Anything?
nothing. I really have nothing. I spent all day yesterday. The only horrific thing that I've done, like I worked on tombstones on Monday night with the crew,
Nice.
taking the pink foam and the soldering pen and the cutting tools, and just making tombstones. Boy, that is so therapeutic.
Yeah.
It is very relaxing. And no, it's not because of the foam fumes when you're burning through the foam. It is legitimately making an artistic sort of thing. It's
one
got
thing-
that therapy to it.
I apologize, but the one thing I have to ask is, did you create a foam dick?
Not again. There's like 3
No, Tasha
Okay.
did.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
so now there's 4.
Yes. Actually, no. The other 3 got burned.
Ah.
So somebody
there's
had to
only
replace
one.
one. Yeah.
I remember. I'm not even going to tell you.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Cordy, though. Cordy was there with me. She was just killing it. Like, she got a hang of the tools, like, boom, like that.
Nice.
Just started ripping into them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then yesterday I did a lot of graphic design for the haunt with using a logo that nobody's seen yet except for the key
Core
members of
group.
the... Yep. And I'm so
looks
excited to
sick.
show the world. God, I can't wait to show the world.
I like the Circle of Ash one personally because, well, I'm in that house.
Yes. Oh, and these guys love Sako's Funhouse because they're in there.
Sako's Funhouse.
I love them all because it's really kind of the best work I've done in my entire life.
They're
That's
all really cool.
pretty good stuff. So that's what I spent almost all day yesterday doing. Just mindless stuff, yard signs and postcards, and
Yeah.
it seems mindless, but then I sit back in my chair and I go, yeah, I'm good. This is awesome. So I can't wait to show everybody.
Awesome.
That's all. Cordy watched Midsommar. I asked her for a reaction. She doesn't have one because she was just so...
Dumbfounded.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the perfect word. And of course, it all comes down to the moment early in the movie with the elderly people.
Yes. It does.
And
really
she
does.
just sort of stared at the screen like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's
She's 15,
Yeah.
but she's been a horror buff
Her
in
whole life.
some level. I tried not to get her into gory, bloody stuff too early, but, there were things that she would see. She'd wake up, Mom, Dad, hey, I need something. And, oh, look at what Mom and Dad have on the screen. And she just saw it. But she kind of dove in a lot earlier than most kids. Although I would say, when I was a kid, Freddy's Nightmares was a TV show that was on, and that was one of those things. You're not supposed to watch it. You're too little for this.
too little. Go away.
It makes you want to watch it even more, like Tales from the Crypt when I was 12 years old. Like, I probably shouldn't have been watching it because it was dirty as,
Ooh.
but I loved it, and I think that's probably what I attribute my horror fandom to. I think the early days of Tales from the Crypt. So, yeah, Cordy, I'm living vicariously through Cordy with
There you go.
her viewing of Midsommar, and she was just as dumbfounded as I.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Hit pause, go watch Midsommar, leave in the comment section what you thought of it. I'm looking at the wrong screen
And then come back.
Yeah.
because we're trying. At some point, Anya's got to watch this movie.
We'll
Like-
get you. We'll get you in.
I'm not doing anything tomorrow, so probably I have Amazon Prime.
There you go. Watch it.
Yep, and it's free.
I'm gonna remind you. I'll remind you tomorrow.
Oh God.
No, she needs. I didn't sit through the whole thing all at once.
Oh, I sat through the whole thing.
It took me 2 days to get through that thing.
Sit through the whole thing.
All right. Popcorn.
Yep.
Well, you win a prize if you get through it.
Yes.
I don't know if you even want popcorn. You'll be like,
Put it down.
stop.
Like,
and
hang on.
What am I watching?
It'll be fine.
I have popcorn in my hand.
Oh.
Oops. Oh, it's moldy because it's been sitting in my hand forever. And
I hope to God your popcorn doesn't mold.
yeah, but I
That could-
just
Should all be
felt
gone.
like that moment. Those moments in that
It's
movie
more
just
like, oh,
stop
Susan
time. Anyway, we're gonna be right back. Today we're talking news.
News. All right.
Okay, so the fireworks are done on July 4th. You've got
Yeah.
the beers, the fireworks are done, the dog is done peeing on the carpet, and on July 4th, we start seeing all of our friends. I know that my friends all start posting memes about getting the Halloween decorations out.
Dude, that's
Isn't it August 4th? Right now?
yeah. It's August 4th.
I saw people starting to put that stuff out on July 5th.
Ah.
Dan,
You get July 4th out of the way, and all of a sudden
That
people
was
are
a
like,
month ago.
well, because there's no, hold on, I got this. Because there's no
Topher doesn't know what he's doing.
decorator holiday. between July 4th and Halloween.
True.
So they're seriously tempted to start pulling out their Halloween decorations. I get along board with them. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm starting to feel the itch. And then for us in the haunt industry, the first week in August is what kind of like triggers us into panic mode.
Oh my God,
You
yeah.
get past July 4th and you go, maybe we should start thinking about things. And then you get to the point where we're at right now and you go,
Oh God.
oh God.
It's crunch time.
So people like us are pretty much, as of this week, in full Halloween overdrive, which means news for people like us is going to start pouring in on an almost daily basis.
Yes.
So I thought we'd focus today on some recent news stories, and I want to get you guys' reactions to some of these things, kind of all across the board.
Reaction time.
All of our news today comes to us from HalloweenDailyNews.com. Now you give that reaction. They should have a t-shirt, HalloweenDailyNews.com, with your face looking exactly like that. Yep. Yep.
What? Do like one of the Steve-O. Steve-O's got himself on his back of. Yeah, dude.
No.
Speaking of Steve-O, have you seen that Jackass preview?
Dude.
Oh my God.
Jackass forever.
Anyway, okay. So back to the news. Okay, so yes, so Legro, my Rego, my Rego, Regulus, Regulus, Rego, my Rego, Regulus, 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 Rego, Regulus.
Are you having a stroke? What's going on?
Dan's definitely having a stroke.
Is this really bad meme on the internet? It has a picture of Legolas from Lord of the Rings. Lego, my ego, Legolas, Legolas. It's hilarious. You should laugh. I do.
Boo.
Yeah, I know.
So Lego is actually producing a Star Wars Halloween special. It is entitled Lego, I'm gonna totally tongue-tie this, Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales Halloween Special.
Say that 10 times fast.
Nope, because I already tried to say
we go.
Lego, my ego,
Here we go.
Legolas.
Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales Halloween Special. Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales Halloween Special.
Look away and say it.
I already forgot.
Yeah.
And I know that for myself, I'm actually somewhat excited for it because I play all the Lego games. I love cooperative games where you're not trying to beat your opponent, you're trying to beat the game.
Oh, so you mean not Doom?
Or no, not Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
fighting each
trying
other.
to fight against you. I'm not trying to beat up on Anya because she's playing Kano and I don't know. I just pulled a name out of that. I like the cooperative games. You guys are probably not going to get into the Lego thing, are you?
Dan,
Probably not.
I love Legos.
Never mind.
Okay.
I take everything back.
Surprised me a little bit.
I'm an adult that has ADHD. Legos is my shit, okay? Like if you set a Lego set in front of me and go build this, I'm gone for the next few hours.
But there's like instructions,
Yes.
and you have to read. I can't read.
Guess what? With Legos, there is zero reading because it's all pictures.
Pictures.
I need to get into Legos.
Hey, Lego, if you're listening to this, feel free to send us a set.
Yeah.
2 sets. One for Anya to have something to do
A
because
beginner set.
and then one for Topher so that we can watch him just get
An
mesmerized.
expert set.
Dude, bring it on. Technic sets, man. I've got so many Technic sets. I've got the crane, like the cargo crane,
And it actually,
and it actually lifts up, and then I've also got the tower crane. The tower crane's really cool. I've got the Formula 1 car that has lights.
You've got Lego sets that are like no joke, dude. Like this is legitimate stuff.
I've got the good ones. I also have the Lego R2-D2. On that being on the Star Wars side of things. I also got the. This
He's
was
listing
I think, 2 years
everything.
ago. 2 years ago.
I got this one little line of text, and
Lego-
it's turning into
this.
The Lego London Bridge, or the Tower Bridges. I believe that is one of the
That's a
more
challenging
difficult
one.
sets.
I had to put one of those together at work one day.
How long did it take you?
It took me all day.
Mine took me 2 sittings, only because obviously I was in school at the time. So I got home and then did my homework, whatever, and then I would sit down and then play with my Legos and build the towers and whatnot. But that one took me 2 sittings, 10 hours. Took me 10 hours to build it.
This is a probably 30-minute special. It's going to air on Disney Plus, and so you're in.
Bring it on. I'm
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay. We are not a Lego podcast, so we're going to move on. But
Sorry.
another licensed property that Lego has their grips on is Ghostbusters, and a new Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer just dropped this week.
Really?
And
Oh,
this
yeah, I saw it.
gave
Never
me
mind.
chills from a guy that went and actually saw Ghostbusters 2 in the theater in 1989.
Yeah.
I've been a fan for longer than you guys have been alive. This gave me chills. Like, this
Just
takes
like my
it
dad.
to where it belongs. Thanks for that.
No, well, I just remember a couple years ago, Horror Nights had a Ghostbusters house, and my dad was so excited. Like, so was I. Like, I like Ghostbusters too. But we went through the house, and he had tears in his eyes.
Nostalgia
Yeah.
pulled those tears.
Yeah, he was so happy. We went through it again.
And then we went through it again.
Yeah, and he was even more happy.
Then a third time. And then probably a
went
4th or
on
5th time.
Oh, no,
The
it's
Lights
so...
On tour, which is a different thing for Horror Nights, where you come during the day and you go through 6 or 3 of their houses with the lights on, no actors, so you get to see the set designs and pretty much everything that goes on. And one of the houses we went through was Ghostbusters that year, and they had real blasters from the movie
Like actual
Yeah.
screen-used props?
in the house.
Oh, you're giving me chills.
And our tour lady, she was really cool. She's like, no pictures of these guys, and don't touch them. Wink, and then she like walk away.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so we got pictures with them.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, there's something to be said about an actual like movie prop, screen-used movie prop. To touch it, I don't know,
You'd be
it
like,
sounds
"Oh."
so stupid.
No, it's
But there's
cool.
something about touching those things.
I'm like, oh,
It feels so
Yes.
wrong, but God, it is like orgasmic.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to touch the car that was in Under the Cherry Moon,
Ooh.
Prince's second movie,
Yeah.
and I had a moment.
Yeah. When I was at Universal, with Fast and Furious.
Oh, yeah. Supercharged.
Yeah, I took a couple pictures with Dom's charger.
Yeah.
The screen-used charger.
I don't believe it's the screen used one, but it's the prop one that they have
Yeah.
out front.
Right.
But I mean, it was still a great experience though.
Yeah.
And in that queue, there's tons of cars in there.
Oh yeah, tons of cars, and me being a mechanic, and before Fast and Furious got all weird, and spacey.
Between 3 and 4.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
newer ride.
yeah, it is a newer ride. Great ride, by the way.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, it was a good time.
How did we get there?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Afterlife.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Oh my God, it's gonna be so
Tangents.
good. And there's,
I'm excited.
if you watch this new trailer, there is a cameo at the end. They don't show a face, but you
But
know
it-
damn well who it is,
Yeah.
and you
You get all excited.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. I have not seen the trailer yet.
Oh
I
my
apologize.
god. When we go on break, you're watching it.
Okay, and then we'll get a reaction from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Cool. So speaking of Universal Halloween Horror Nights,
Yes.
they've been revealing the themes
Houses for the year.
and
Their
the
30th year anniversary.
So they're gonna drop some cash on these things,
Yeah.
aren't they?
It is a big year this year.
One of the haunts this year is gonna be adopting an Exorcist theme.
Ooh.
That was the latest house that they've dropped. And, like, we're talking Linda Blair, first Exorcist, which gets me wondering, though, because there was a death on the set of The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And there were all kinds of, like, curse situations going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you wonder if that curse is going to follow
That movie.
and find its way into this haunt.
Yeah,
So,
especially
like,
if they use
somebody
like
gonna-
screen use stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen to their actors?
Some of the actors might turn into killers because I guess there was a guy. Remember the movie where they're doing the brain scan of Reagan? Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
While she's in the machine. One of the doctors in that scene ended up later on in real life killing like 3 people.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Actor turned murderer.
Yeah.
So I really hope that this, Universal Halloween Horror Nights doesn't turn quite realistically horrific.
So far, the house lineup is pretty good.
Oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is
Yeah,
one of the houses?
the original.
Like, how do you...
Ooh, I'm excited.
You're raising the bar too damn high. Where do you go
Right?
next year?
Back to Horror Nights.
Just simple back to...
Back there.
All right.
And then, since it is an anniversary year, they are bringing back Jack the Clown, which is one of their icons. But
Is Jack the Clown played by a certain person?
Yeah.
So, like, there is a Jack the Clown actor.
Yeah.
And so do people like you get totally starstruck when you...
Yeah. And then they haven't announced it yet, but there's speculations of every single icon coming back this year. Like Chance the Clown, Eddie, the storyteller, just all of them. There's too many names. But
if you guys can't tell, Anya is all about
She's a
Horror
very
Nights.
super fan.
I am. What's not to like about it? It's horror, a haunted attraction, and then they bring in and make movies and TV shows come to life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that news came down. How do we top this?
Right?
I don't think we do. The next news story I have no interest in, but maybe you guys do. So there is a Chucky series that's slated to premiere on October 12th on USA and Sci-Fi. But they're bringing back Brad Dourif to voice the character. They're bringing back Jennifer Tilly, and one of the original actors, Alex Vincent, are all reprising their roles for 10 episodes this October. Okay.
I've always liked Chucky, but with that newer Chucky, what was it, a couple years ago? It's like Child's Play.
It was like a remake-ish
Yeah,
thing that
it
totally
was-
didn't use anybody from before.
No, I didn't really like that one. I like the originals.
I've
Could
never
get into it.
I've never seen any of them.
Really?
As old as I've never.
I could never get into it. I could
Really?
I just couldn't. I apologize.
I thought they were funny.
But you're not supposed to think they're funny.
They're not funny.
They came from that school. They came from the school of, like Nightmare on Elm Street, where you were laughing as much as you were cringing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize, but you talking about Nightmare on Elm Street just reminded me. You know what also I watched over the
Nightmare on Elm
weekend?
Street?
No, actually. Jason X.
That is so bad.
It is so bad, but so good.
Oh my god, it is so
Absolutely
so bad.
hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
No, it's just, it's almost as bad as when Leprechaun went into space. Have you seen that one?
No.
Yeah.
You've seen that one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
It was horrible.
There was a weird time, man. It was just a weird time where they were just like, we need to put another one out. We don't know what to do. And then somebody just walks in and goes, what if they went to space? And some dude was
What?
just like, done!
Sign it.
Take
Give
my
him a
money.
check.
Yeah.
Sign the check!
So we just need to the finale, the 10th episode of the Chucky series needs to be sending Chucky out into space. Because how else do you get rid of him? I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm not excited. You excited?
It depends.
Iffy.
Iffy.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. But, hey, for those
Okay.
Chucky fans out there, it's something to look forward to.
Like I said, I like the original Chucky movies,
Not the new crap.
not the new crap.
That's fine. That's fine. Dan, what else you got for us?
So,
Got any other news?
So there's an official sequel coming to The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really?
Not a
Finally.
movie. Not
Oh.
a movie.
A TV show?
It is coming on July 5th.
Next year?
Yeah. This coming year, July 5th. It's
2022?
It's a young adult novel.
Oh.
A novel?
Yeah, it follows Sally's adventures after her and Jack become the Pumpkin King and she becomes the Pumpkin Queen.
Huh. All right.
Huh.
I'm not sure what to think about that.
Huh.
Because I saw that movie in the theater when it came out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
way back when, and I fell in love with it instantly. And when I was doing the graphic design work for the Frightmare Forest 20 years ago, that's the movie that was on my screen when I was sketching ideas. Like, that was such an
My bathroom's
inspiration.
named after that movie.
Your bathroom?
Yeah.
Your bathroom is named after that movie.
No, it's themed.
Oh!
Themed.
Named.
Not
Themed. So
named.
that's the Jack Skellington bathroom.
Yeah.
So we can just name it the back. Jack
It's
Skellington.
now got a name.
My bathroom has a name.
No one else can say that.
That's true. So, like, your bathroom is totally Hot Topicked out?
Pretty much. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I just walked into Hot Topic and I went,
Said yes.
anything that is Nightmare on Elm Street, just
Not
Nightmare
Elm
Before
Street.
or
Christmas.
Elm Street, Nightmare.
Before Christmas.
I love them both,
I mean, yeah.
Both very
Next
beautiful
bath-
movies.
but I
Next
like
bathroom.
Nightmare. I like Nightmare Before Christmas more.
Yeah. It's fun. I got like the jars of like frogs.
Frog's breath.
And like yeah. all
Nothing's
of them.
more suspicious than frog's breath.
Yeah. I got those jars. They got stuff in them.
Got stuff in them? Like,
Yeah,
what kind of
it's
stuff
like
do you keep in your frog's
Q-tips
breath jar? You don't keep actual frog's breath?
No.
Like, squeeze a frog till it belches in there and you see the green gas. And
Well, it'd be kind of hard. I'm busy.
You would definitely need a lot of frogs for that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I need to call me Kiki.
There you go.
So is this exciting, a young adult novel?
I mean, yeah.
It's
But
exciting.
is there an audible?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, who do you get to read that? Do you get Catherine O'Hara? You'd have to.
You'd have to
Yeah.
you'd have to get her to do
Yeah,
it.
there's no other.
Yeah.
It really couldn't be any other person. If it's Sally's Adventures,
It
it'd
has
have
to be her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a little Danny Elfman music in the background playing
Yeah.
all the time.
It'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
But
you
now
know-
it's getting more exciting. When you say Audible, that makes it exciting.
Yes.
You know,
see?
being a music nerd, especially way back in high school,
Band geek.
yeah, I was a band geek, but
One time at band camp.
there was a lot of times at band camp. my
Oh,
dude.
no.
Oh God.
No, but my music teachers, one of her favorite composers was Danny Elfman. And so we got the chance to actually play quite a few of Danny Elfman music, a lot of his different numbers.
Yeah.
Obviously, I never got to keep them because the school pays for them, they pay the copyrights, blah 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 blah. But very great experience to actually be able to do that. Moving back a little farther, I actually got to go to Disney and actually got to play in their rehearsal space and actually play some of the original music.
Nice.
So that's a little band nerd geeky stuff
yeah,
for
that'll
you.
totally interest me.
And
Hey, we both went to Disney.
yeah.
That's cool stuff.
oh yeah, it was a great time. I actually still have the I still have the Mickey ears that you can only get.
As a band geek.
Yes, as a band geek. So that's the only way you can get them is if you go through that
Really?
program. Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture, Dan.
So I need to go back in time and try to find a way to be a band geek. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time machine. Someone make that for Dan.
I do want a DeLorean. I don't know how to drive a stick, but I would love to have a DeLorean. I know. Well, I have to
could
learn
teach
how
him.
to drive a stick so that
I
I can
could
I
own
don't know
my
how to drive a
DeLorean.
stick.
I'm not gonna teach everybody how to drive stick.
I don't know how to drive a stick.
I did try to learn. Like, I tried to jump into it once because my cousin got drunk at a party out in Rapid City, South Dakota, and she couldn't drive us home. So she was like, Dan, here, try this. But it was one of those cars that only she could drive. Kind of like Biff Tannen is the only person that could start Biff Tannen's car in Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
She was the only person that could drive this car. So yeah, I won't say what happened after that because
I
I
understand.
tried driving the thing and
You
couldn't.
You probably just destroyed the clutch.
Nah, I didn't go. I didn't even get that far.
Oh.
Oh,
Did you?
good.
Yeah.
You couldn't even start it?
I think that's probably what it was.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
She said, "Get out of the seat, Dan." All right.
All right. But what else you got for us, Dan? Anything?
We have to. This one's right up my alley, and we've got just a couple minutes to talk about it before we move on
That's
to
a-okay.
the end of the show. But for fans of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch,
Ooh.
Mezco is the company that makes Living Dead dolls.
Really?
They're making Living Dead dolls that go with the silver shamrock masks.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Halloween 3 is that movie that most Halloween hardcore fans kind of shun
Yeah, like that one didn't happen.
because it wasn't Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That was when
It
they were like,
sucked.
look, we're going to make a Halloween movie a different theme every movie. But
Yeah, but you need to have Michael Myers in it.
yeah, so they gave us 3, and then
Yeah.
everybody's like, this isn't a Halloween movie. This isn't Michael Myers.
No.
I haven't seen 2 or 3.
Ooh.
I've seen 1 and Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Meh.
watch 3.
Fair enough.
Skip
Man,
over
I
it.
won't.
Skip over Halloween 3 Season of the Witch? What? No.
Well,
What?
well, he wasn't even in it.
No, it wasn't. But there's something.
I mean, it was.
There's something about that movie. If you were to call it Season of the Witch and remove Halloween from it,
Good.
then you've got a
It'd
good
be
movie.
great.
I
Yeah.
like that idea.
There you go.
So you need to see Season of the Witch.
Not
then
Halloween.
No,
3
just
Season of the
remove
Witch.
Halloween. But then you need to then you'll never get the song out of your head. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have no idea.
We'll have to watch
It'll
a
be in
little
your
something,
nightmares.
something. It will. And then whenever you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, I know that."
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that. I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
So that's about it for news. We're gonna take a break, and then we'll come back and wrap things up for episode 8 of Rotten Flesh Radio.
Oh,
Man,
thank you,
that's
Dan.
gone fast.
Nah, I'll figure it out.
I just
It'll be
did it.
fine.
I just did it.
Okay, there we go.
But then there was Prince, who the backwards stuff in his songs was religious stuff.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I apologize to everyone watching this that I'm on my phone here. We're actually. I know.
On
I'm
your
trying
phone during friend time.
It's not friend time. It's podcast time.
Even worse.
I know. It's so much
You
worse.
guys are my friends.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
Dan. Oh, here it is.
Or for quoting Fast 9, we're family.
Family. I'm actually. Here we go. There it is. There. It all is perfect. It's coming soon. I know you were saying Season of the Witch, but Haunt Season.
Haunt season starts
Haunt
real soon.
Kind of sounds like a Season of the Witch.
I know it.
Remart days till Halloween, Halloween,
Oh my
Halloween.
yes.
Now it's going to be stuck in your head.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have nightmares.
You're going to have like the silver shamrock room in the trailer sometime.
Yeah.
Oh,
You haven't seen the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That movie, Halloween 3.
But-
It should have been the other way around, where they're saying Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Is what
Season
they
of the Witch.
shouldn't be whispering Halloween because it's not a Halloween movie.
Exactly.
But
But haunt season's
Haunt
coming
season's
up.
coming up. So I figured,
It's crunch time.
It's our crunch time. So I just figured we would talk a little bit about
About haunt season coming up.
about our haunt season that's coming up here so soon. It looks like I'm actually looking at our schedule for us.
When's our
build
opening
schedule?
night?
Build schedule and
know
even
opening
shows.
night?
Yes, I do know opening night.
Everything's on the calendar.
Yeah, everything's on the haunt calendar.
I don't have
Anything on
access to
this?
the haunt calendar. I'm
Sorry,
literally building the imagery of the haunt calendar, and I don't have access to this calendar.
Really?
But
Really?
yeah,
I thought we all did.
coming up here. So this week, currently, we are actually supposed to be working on the facade, aka the front of Circle of Ash.
Circle of Ash has like this imagery of like a mansion in a way.
Yeah.
It is actually
And
supposed
so
to be
it's
mentioned.
windows, and there's the main door, and above the main door is the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going
It
to be
has
getting recut with the new logo.
Skeletons
Yeah.
on the side.
I believe the skeletons are getting replaced, aren't they?
I think so.
We're getting a lot of new, great
New things.
little touches
Yeah.
that once we see them,
We're gonna be like, wow.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of new things is coming this year.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
It's gonna be a good season.
Very good season. If you guys don't get a chance to, always keep an eye out on our Facebook page. Keep an eye out. All social medias. Come check it out. But moving forward, opening night is September 24th.
Same as last year.
Same as last year.
No, last year opening night was September 25th.
Ah.
I know because I'm rebuilding the postcard.
Same
Oh,
thing.
whatever.
Today.
But yes, that is a Friday night. We open at 8 a.m. as per usual.
8 a.m.
Just
8
a.m.
Hold on.
Oh
having a
god,
daylight
I
on, like-
apologize.
My
8
ass isn't
p.m.
getting out of bed that early to scare people.
8
I
p.m.
would.
And we have to be there
Not-
hours before opening.
That is
Yeah.
true. But actually, it's 8 p.m. I
8 p.m.
apologize.
We have to be there at 5 p.m.
Yes.
Not 5 a.m.
Not 5 a.m. But yes, opening night, September 24th. This year, it actually looks like we only have one. Oh, I lied. 2 Sundays that we are going
That's
to be
up for
open this
debate
year.
yet.
Um,
That subject just came up on Monday.
oh,
But that just goes to show, I'm guaranteeing that we're not the only haunt that right here in the first week of August, where we're still hashing out dates we're going to be open, dates we're not going to be open.
oh yeah,
Like
what
we
our
said,
budget for building
it's
still
crunch
is.
time.
Yeah.
crunch time. But yeah, it looks like this year we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Are we going after
11,
Halloween?
12. No. It
What
looks
day
like
of the week is Halloween this year?
13.
Last year was Saturday, which made it,
Yeah,
oh my god, so awesome.
it was amazing.
Except
Full
it was
moon.
cold. We had sleet that night.
We did. But it was a full moon too.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
you're gonna be disappointed.
Is it on a Sunday?
It's on a Sunday.
Ah.
It's very likely that we will not be open on Halloween night. Then.
We would be stupid to not be open on Halloween.
And a Sunday night.
I'd still come out on a Sunday.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there too. But yeah, it looks like approximately 13 days or 13 nights will be open. I know, so spooky. Unlucky 13. Actually, funny story. My lucky number is 13.
Really?
You know what would be funny?
What's that?
Is if the haunt and you, because of our 13, all went up into space.
Elon Musk. I'm calling you. Get the Falcon Heavy ready. Actually, no, just kidding. Not the Falcon Heavy. The Starship. Get the Starship ready. Send us into
Please
space.
don't let it look like a. Don't make it look phallic.
It does.
Jeff Bezos rocket looked.
Oh, yeah. Blue Horizon.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bad.
very phallic. Very phallic.
So once we go into space, because we got Topher X, but we also need Circle of Ash X.
Yes.
Jason X.
Yep. You see how I brought that back around?
Yeah.
Why am I referring to the worst movie we've talked about all night?
Because why not?
Not the worst movie. I have a guilty pleasure for that movie.
I mean, okay, but come on, like you can't go wrong with watching a quote unquote horrible B film.
No, as long as you
There's
know
no-
what you're getting into is a horrible B film,
Yeah.
you can find your
Then
entertainment
you can't
value
be
out of it.
disappointed.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I know one of my favorite what was that film again? It's not really a favorite.
I know one of my favorites that people say is not so good is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes.
I introduced that to Cordy about 2
Really?
years ago.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
It was one of those movies that came out when I was a kid, and it was
Yeah.
on HBO on repeat.
Yeah.
And it creeped me out
Really?
when they turned people into cotton candy cocoons and sucked their blood out with straws.
And I loved the
Yeah.
Popcorn gun, man.
the popcorn gun and the balloon dogs that would go and hunt the people.
Yeah. Where do you come up with that crap?
They were on something.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt.
Oh,
But there's
yeah.
such a cult following nowadays. I mean, you even got a T-shirt.
Yeah.
And it's not even from back in the day.
No.
No, this is a Horror Nights t-shirt.
People love that crap.
Yeah, I bet you there was a lot of LSD involved.
Yeah.
Had to be. And the thing is, though, that movie was made by a guy that I think that's the only movie that guy made. Like, how would you? What would it be like if that's your legacy? Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I'd be okay with it. I mean,
but at the
they got-
time,
it made a comeback.
before that comeback, though, like
That
this
it
guy
was
was
kinda
just
down.
sort of washed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now he's living the life.
Yeah, Horror Nights brought it back.
I should watch it again.
It-
Yeah, it's just a fun little.
Yeah. The best clown was definitely Shorty. You can't prove me otherwise. The shortest one with the boxing gloves.
Oh yeah, Shorty.
Shorty.
Ding ding.
What you gonna do? Knock my block off?
And then, yep.
He
Yes. Very literally.
Spoiler.
And you know,
Again, if you haven't seen it, come
I
on.
wouldn't be surprised though if Killer Clowns from Outer Space was really kind of the birthplace for all these clowns at haunts like Bobo.
Yeah.
Do you think that Bobo is attributed? Really, the roots of Bobo may be from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Have
Like, if
you
it weren't
watched
for that
it
movie,
before,
would you?
Bobo?
I actually never watched it before Bobo came about.
I know. I introduced you to it.
Well, it was on my list. It was it was always on my list.
Because
And
it was one of those DVDs that was always in like the $5 bin at the Best Buy.
Yeah.
Not
And you
even
look at that and you go. For me, I went.
think it's free
I
on
remember that when I was a
Amazon.
kid.
I think
excuse
it's
me.
free on
I
You know what else
Prime.
is free on Amazon Prime?
What?
don't say it. I'm gonna start making a counter.
Every
for
time we bring it up.
Every time we bring it up, you know what? There you go. For those of you that
Last
like
time-
drinking games,
Drinking game.
Drink.
Every time we mention.
Dan brings up
every time Dan brings up Midsommar,
drink. Right
Drink.
now. You have to do it twice now. We both said it.
so throughout this podcast, I believe that's now
What, 7?
probably a good 5-6 times now. So if you're taking shots, let me know.
I thought you were gonna be like account, but the last time you were like, I'm gonna put account in. You never did.
I didn't put the count in there. I'm sorry. I got lazy. I remember doing that. It was
I'm gonna put a click count.
yeah, and then it was. I think by the time I was done, it was like 1 in the morning.
Do you remember this conversation? The click count from Hereditary?
No, but I'm reminded of the fact that our show may be experiencing some paradigm shifting in the near future, and we won't get into that now. But if you're gonna do a Midsommar drink count,
Oh my god.
this is the episode to do that on.
This is it.
There's
Because-
another one.
You can't do this without video. You
No.
can't do this drinking game thing without video.
That is true.
I mean, you could. We do talk about it, and there is audio.
We talk about that damn movie a lot.
Yeah.
but again, it's a good one.
It's kind of like Michaela's fingerprints on the podcast, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what she's going to leave behind. Like she came along and she
dropped that bomb
went-
on us.
here you go. It's never going to leave and it will always smell.
It will, and
Thank you, Michaela, but we love you. As Vin Diesel says, your family.
there's nothing more than family.
How do we get? We were talking about our haunt.
I know, but
Midsommar.
some big
Made its
things. Oh
way
my
into-
god! You know what? Here you go. Midsommar.
Oh my God.
Midsommar.
Someone's
No.
blackout now.
From now on, no more.
Death.
No more.
No more. Someone is definitely
Blackout at this
blackout.
point. But
Please don't die.
Please no.
our
We
haunt.
don't have a waiver.
But no, our haunt though.
No liability here.
Our
know-
haunt.
I know that you were saying you've been creating music.
Yes.
What I know you created some for the medical area.
Yep.
you-
Medical got a revamp.
Do you ever put your music for the haunt, like out for the public to see after the haunt?
No,
Is it
because
out
this
on
is the first
YouTube?
time I'm doing it.
And it's actually really good.
I've been showing you.
Yeah, you have been showing me.
So you're leaving teasers. So like these guys can't. They're gonna have to go through the haunt. So don't put it out on YouTube.
Yeah, until
Till
maybe
November.
after. Yeah. But medical's got a revamp. My section, Murder, has new music. Dolls has new music. Our Dark Maze never had music, but now it does. Man, what else? Oh,
I'm
Tech.
even an employee, and you're making me
Yeah,
excited.
dude. Tech.
Yeah, Tech
so our tech
has
trailer,
A whole new vibe to
whole
it.
new revamp. Whole new revamp.
It's more. Am I allowed to say this?
I believe so. If not,
Okay.
I'll just bleep it all out.
Okay. Tech is going for more of a toxic vibe. So the music in there is a warning to get out as soon as possible. Because there's toxic.
I can hear it in
Yeah.
my head.
That was my first ever voiceover. So that's me talking.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
Did it?
That's me. And then, medical also has a voiceover from me, announcing Dr. Spikes.
Paging Dr. Spikes. Paging
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah, you
Spikes.
heard it. It is exactly like that.
Is that from Pee-wee? Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Paging Mr. Herman.
Maybe.
Mr. Herman. Oh my.
Maybe.
That
But
is awesome.
or it's called him to the operating room.
You know, I remember there was one night, for some reason, I got thrown into, as Bobo, got thrown into the medical.
I thought it was Tech.
No, I actually got put into medical once.
Oh.
As Bobo. One of my
Last
favorite.
season?
That's twisted.
Oh,
A
dude.
clown in medical.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of my favorite things
You're
is.
asking for chaos.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is just surprise clown. Like
Surprise clown.
it's not, the whole point of it is you put a clown somewhere
Where you
that you would
shouldn't be.
never expect it. Never expect it. And that's what a good scare actor does. Is
right.
you
That's
can be
right.
put anywhere and you can effectively scare.
Yeah.
Yep.
But one of my favorite things to do is in that first room, the waiting room, I would stand at that counter and wait for people to walk by.
Be like-
I'd answer the phone. I'd be like, "What? I told you they're already on their way!" And then just slam it down. And then as soon
No
as I
wonder
would
it's broken.
slam it down, I would have my horn under the counter and just Bwomp! It was bad, dude. It was
Did I
bad.
tell you what Devin and I used to do? You know how we call it the tech trailer because it's an actual trailer.
Mhm.
Did you know it moves? It can shake.
No.
So it's got like a a vibrating sort of...
Well, if you hit the walls hard enough, the whole thing shakes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So Devin would go over to where that door is, dividing the waiting room into like the operation room.
Mm-hmm.
He'd slam it and it'd shake the whole place.
That alone would be freaky.
Yeah. Or there's a curtain next to this bed that I would just slam, so it'd be like a reveal. But I'd slam it against the wall and it would also shake the trailer.
So you'd have your reveal and that startle of
Yeah.
the shaking trailer all at the same time.
Yeah.
Ooh, effective.
Do you? I know for a fact you remember this, but the first time that you guys ever experienced like Bobo, like in his true.
That was many, many times. You gotta be more
yeah.
specific.
But the very first time that you experienced Bobo as his true self, just
Was that in
being
tech?
chaotic.
Is that in tech?
On top of the trailers.
Oh my god. This motherfucker.
He got on you riled up. All right, I'm sitting back for this.
I am doing my thing with Devin.
You got 5 minutes on you.
Oh gosh.
All right, here
And
we go.
doing my thing with Devin, and all of a sudden I hear a horn, and it gets closer and closer.
But you know
and
the
closer.
horn, right?
And of course I know the horn.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
tune
everybody
it out.
knows the horn.
and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden the horn sounds like it is right in my room. I'm like, where is he? He's somewhere. Little did I know he's right above me. And I'm getting close to where tech begins, and he just looks down and goes, "Wah!" Gets me. I'm like, you!
When we first moved out to the Lynn County Fairgrounds, I was also a part of the team that helped build it. So I know every single way to get on top of every single trailer.
Oh, you on the,
I
you
know
all the
how
nooks and
to-
crannies.
I
Yeah,
know.
I grew up in
every-
my house, so I know every floorboard that squeaks. So
Mm-hmm.
if Cordy steps on that floorboard trying to sneak out when she's like 17,
You
I'll
know.
be like, honey, I tried that when I was your age.
You see that board right there?
Yeah.
That one squeaks. That
Yep.
one squeaks.
But I'm not
that
going
one
to do
doesn't
that because I don't
No.
want her to know the trick.
Exactly.
But you know all the tricks of the haunt.
I do. Also, every single one of those paths, I created. Because
so you could do it blindfolded.
no, I wouldn't recommend it.
on top
Because
of a
those have
roof.
been up there for 4 years. Through.
But the path, you know.
I know those paths, and I know what boards to step on. I know what boards to use to climb. I know what boards not to step on. But for those of you that have been out to Circle of Ash before, we number each of the towers. Tower 1 is, as you are looking at it, is the one all the way to the left. So Tower 1 through Tower 4. Tower 4 is probably the most terrifying tower.
Does he have
Just
to
because, yes, actually, but when you climb up it, there is a good 6-foot gap between the tower and the trailer.
This is an actual semi-trailer.
Isn't that
Yes.
where the
No.
beginning of the haunt is?
No, this is Tower 4, so all the way towards our.
Topher, you're giving away all of our secrets.
I
and
know,
we've
I
only
know,
got
I know.
2 minutes remaining.
That's okay. I apologize.
2-minute
but
warning.
but yes, all the way to the right. There, it's only a 2x6 that is across it, and all I have to say is you have 2 steps. That's it to get across that. You have 2 steps to get across a 6-foot gap.
So if you need a third, you're doomed.
Yep. If you use a 3rd step, you're screwed.
Okay.
Oh,
It'll just.
done.
So
done.
we are about to take our 3rd step, as we are 2 minutes from wrapping our episode.
Yeah.
But you make that last step, and you got the most awesome scare possible.
I mean,
Yeah, scaring me is not that hard.
that is true. That is true. But yes, I know all the nooks and crannies of that place. I know
But it
on
makes you a
top of
better
those
hunter for it.
on top of those trailers, I know where to step. I know where not to step,
Yep.
to be heard, to not be heard.
And when you're in a spot where they least expect it,
Oh, my favorite thing to do is I've got this beautiful mag light. I will sit up in the towers, and I remember when you were
Blind
actually,
people.
I pulled one of our panels off, and I'm just standing there in the tower, and I'm just blinding people, just like you, bam, blind.
My favorite thing is the cast pathways.
Oh, those
Because
are
it's
beautiful.
the best way to get in front of someone without them seeing you.
because they don't know that you're coming.
Exactly.
Yep.
So 1 minute I'm in the house, next minute I am outside in the backyard
Yep.
running at you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're like, "Where did you come from?"
But
This
those
is
are the
sixth time.
those are some of the experiences that you can come and see us. Once again, September 24th, and then
Opening night.
every Friday and Saturday after that
Until
through
Halloween.
through October, all the way to Halloween.
How many days till Halloween? No, that's not the question that we ask ourselves. How many days till haunt season begins?
Yeah.
How many
we
days
are-
until opening night?
yeah,
Opening
exactly.
night. Until
and we
friends
are
and
there.
family night.
Oh yes.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's the week
It's-
before
It's a
opening
snowball.
All right. Well, while we're talking, you guys are building. So maybe you're actually building while you're listening to us. I can only imagine that's probably the case. So we're gonna keep we'll keep you company here for the next few weeks while we're building
Yeah.
and making changes happen at Circle of Ash. And
our
that's
time.
our show. We're about to wrap it up. So yeah, I'm sure that you'd like to have us in your ears the entire time that you're recording, but changes are coming. We'll
Big
inform
changes.
everybody as time goes on. In the meantime, where can people find Topher?
You guys can find me on Instagram, WRX Tofu. That is my normal person's page. Normal persons. And then you can find Bobo the A Clown, on Instagram as well. Check him
Anya,
out.
where do people find you? Charlotte, where do they find her? Do I say you when I'm referring to Charlotte, or do I say her?
Both of us.
Okay.
But you guys can find me on Instagram. You can find me personally at Anya_Laird. Charlotte, you can find her at charlotte.coa.
And right now, I'm not using my Instagram a whole lot because I am way too busy working on haunt design work. So I'm really focusing on Dan Alper's design, which you can find on Facebook.
Facebook, man, and you can find us on Instagram as well. The podcast. Come check us out. If you guys want more information about the podcast, feel free to even reach out to us on our email, which is, I believe,
Podcast.
There you
at
go.
gmail.com. Leave us a review on all your favorite podcatchers, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
the usual. If you're a podcast listener, you know how to do this. Just do it for us. We could
Yeah.
totally use the recommendations and the positive reviews. So just make them good. And while you're clicking on those recommendations and you're leaving us positive reviews, I have no idea where I was going with this.
That's Dan.
We are in crunch time. I'm Dan,
I'm Topher.
I'm Anya.
and we'll see you next episode on Rotten Flesh Radio.
Peace.